My ambition, my goal is to have my few little hens roam all day in my little garden and have my garden also look nice like a garden and not like the chickens have just turned it into a wasteland. Now, this has been challenging for me when we first moved home in 2018 into this property. It was originally just grass lawn, so it's been hard to establish new plants because when they're small, that's when my hens really can step on them, dig up the roots, eat all the foliage. I also have children who can do all these things just as well as the hens. And I've been trying to find the balance of choosing plants that they can forage on, but not completely eat and destroy, and then also choosing plants that are toxic, that the hens will leave alone, that make the garden look like a garden. Isn't that a brilliant idea? No, it's been a little bit tricky. In hindsight, maybe I should have just made my life really easy and just said the back half of the garden, chicken playground, front half of the garden could be my veggie plot and the garden. But I'm too far down that road now, so lucky for you, you can see if I can make this work. So here are the plants that are doing well in my garden this summer. They're looking great. I really like them. The hens are thriving alongside with them too. So maybe some of these plants might work for you. Rosemary, the culinary herb. This bush looks great. It's edible. It smells great. It's got these little pretty light purple flowers. It's not fussy. It's established easily. It keeps its green needle foliage all year round. I live in North Wales. Now, we bought this as like a little tiny twig in a pot practically from the garden center, and like now look at it now. It's so nice and big, and the hens only do like minimal damage to like one side where they like to step over some of the branches. I like it so much I might plant another one somewhere else in the garden. And because I am on a tight budget, I do normally have to buy my plants quite small or grow from seed, and that's why I'm really focused on like protecting these little things while they're establishing. We've got lavender in the garden. Again, it smells amazing. Those lovely little flowers. I've got a purple and a white tinted flower. It's established easily. It's been hardy. It keeps its foliage, all right in the winter. And the hens leave it alone. Also a winner. I'm feeling optimistic. They're going to keep growing and looking good. Daylilies. I love these big continuous blooms that just appear day after day, and the dense green foliage all around them. They spread on their own. Now in the early spring when these leaves are first emerging, my hens were trimming them down, so I cover them in fencing around, and now that the leaves have come all the way up, I've removed the fencing and the hens have left it alone. Yay! So I love you, daylilies. By the way, if this video is helpful, let me know by pecking the like button. This will also help my video reach more people. And thank you so much for being here. You really keep me going. Something new that I've planted is bees balm, and these are these highly scented, aromatic, spicy smelling flowers with these like firework blooms. They're so pretty. I really want these. I put them in these fencing tubes with small holes, and then as the plant grew this spring, it got cramped, so I've swapped it for a lower fencing tube with bigger holes, and fingers crossed, so far the hens have left them alone. It's such a great feeling when that works, especially because I really want these. They will also spread quite well. They're also not fussy. You kind of see a common theme going here with the types of plants that I'm choosing that seem to be working with the hens. I've grown lamb's ear from seed this year, and I've put them all over the garden just to see where they're going to take and establish best. They are protected with a little bit of fencing, but with big holes, so the hens could eat them, and they haven't. Not the little dance. And they're so these really super soft leaves, and the children I'm sure are going to love them. And then they also get these little spikes of flowers later on in the season. I'm not going to remove that fencing until these are well more established, but so far, so good. Bamboo clump forming, only grows to be about 1 meter high. It's got this bounciness in the wind. The hens leave it alone. There's minimal pecking to it. And it's got this nice foliage that keeps all year. The boxwood shrubs are slowly growing and finally adding with their small size to the field, the garden. We got them when they were so teeny, and they're looking better now, and there's less worry the hens are going to step and squish on them, and all year round green color. So these are my favorite plants that are doing well in the garden right now, but of course there have been plant tragedies. So my lupins, my foxgloves, the hens have been pulling at these leaves, pecking at them. So I've now protected them with these small hole fencing tubes. But see, these are toxic plants, so if the hens keep bothering these, I'm going to have to move these plants into a different location. I planted 2 very small hydrangeas this past autumn. One of the hydrangeas, all the leaves got pulled off it, so I put that in a pot, and I'm hopefully going to regrow that back and try putting it out again later. And my crocosmia, the hens for years have not touched this, well, only in early spring when it was first growing. But now they will not leave this plant alone. So I've covered it in fencing, I've dug some of it up also and put it in pots. And if they don't leave this alone, I'm going to have to remove it somewhere else in the non-hen zone, which is the front garden. What other plants should I try? What's working for you in your garden? If you're new to keeping chickens and you want to know how to pick them up, you can watch this next video, and also you can see how good my kids are at picking up chickens too.